All right, let's begin. My name is Michael and I'm the CMO here at Tembi.
And I'm Christian. I'm responsible for product development.
And today we're here to showcase a new feature that we've just launched, which is called Agent Studio. And Agent Studio basically allows teams to utilize some agents that we have pre-built on our platform and combine that with their own data in order to improve how their commercial works.
And we have done that because we can see that our clients are often facing an issue where there is a mismatch between basically what the company wants to achieve, their strategy and their ICP, and then the execution in their outreach.
Yes. And to start with, we've created two different types of agents. One that is focused on lead generation and one that's focused on a key account management.
And the difference between them is that we, with the prospecting agent, are able to actually tell the end user how well this webshop actually fit their profile and the webshops that they are looking for. And if we instead look at account management, the agent has the purpose of helping the account managers to both drive upsell, but also to get a better understanding of the opportunities with the specific webshops and where to focus.
And it is the same thing with lead generation is, of course, you still have all the filters inside the platform. So once you created list, sometimes it's different to still understand exactly who should we target and what should be the angle of how we should targeting them. But let's just dive into it, shouldn't we?
Yeah, let's do that. So if we go into the Tembi platform, we have now the possibilities to open settings, select Agent Studio, and in here we can see the two type of agents. So we have the prospecting agent and the account management agent.
So how do you set them up?
So what you have to do is that we basically have pre-created a template for each agent where you go in and you type in basic information about your company. That could be what type of parcels that you can serve. It could be that if you're focusing on cross-border or if you have other type of strategies. It can also be that you can only integrate with specific platforms. Then it will also be a part of the things that you give to the agent.
And the questions that we've created, if we just can show up, if we set up one, are aligned so that we can easily identify the way you differentiate on the market. So for example, if you're specialized in only parcel lockers, you can write that, and you can also say that usually what we do is that we're more competitive on pricing, or we have better
faster delivery time it could be. Or it could also be that you have a very, very strong brand positioning. So you want to make sure that all webshop is actually mentioning your brand in the checkout, and also that you have a strong locker network that you want to roll out. We also know from our customers that they work in teams. So you are able to build a template for each of your team, depending on if they maybe go for key accounts and other teams for smaller webshops. So that is also some of the possibilities here. And what we see on the screen now is some of the questions. Before the meeting, I already created an agent called Christian, so I can go in here and activate it. And now the agent basically understands my needs and the kind of webshop I'm looking for.
So how does it work if we just go back to the platform now to activate it? So what it does basically, it saves all that information that you've written and then combines that with the information that we have around any given webshop on our platform.
Exactly. So it can basically understand what I'm looking for together with all the information collected about the webshop. That also means that if I go down here and select a webshop, it could be, let's just take one here, then I can quickly press prospect assessment. So we can evaluate, and then we are right now telling the agent to go in, look at my template that is created for me, combine that with all the information we know about the webshop, so all the things collected by our data collection engine, and now will it try to assess how relevant this webshop is for me as a person.
And now you can see it's generating all that information. And what we're also trying to do here is to understand what's the reasoning behind why it is actually giving you the score that it has given. So right now we can see this particular web shop. We can also say that we've logged in, we're in the German market, and we logged in as Hermes delivery. So we've optimized it for that specific carrier.
Exactly, and we can see actually on this website it gives us a fit score of 9 out of 10. And we can also see some of the reasoning. The thing I added to the template was that we are looking for smaller products. We're looking for large to very large web shops, that we do not do cross-border activity, and that we don't want to ship dangerous goods. That was some of the things I added to in my template. And we can, if we look at this web shop here now, we can basically see that it is a web shop within apparel and accessories, that they are specialized in jewelry. We can also go in and see that we have a delivery set up today where they're using DHL, but it could be a possibility to maybe introduce Hermes. If we then assume that this is a relevant web shop for me and I want to reach out to them, I can also press outreach. Before doing that, I can also start training my agent. So I can give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, which the agent will learn from and improve for future. So this was a good one. Let's then press outreach. Then we assume now that we are in Germany, so I can also select what language that my outreach wants to be. So it can both be an email and it can also be for an outreach call. But let's select English for this purpose.
That's pretty good. My German is quite rusty.
Fair. And I can also select text style. So should it actually be a formal email, casual or business? Let's just keep it formal in this case. We are in Germany, so let's press generate email. So now the AI goes in and look at the data that comes from my template, the web shop information, but also to get an understanding of how to actually create an outreach from me as a person to this web shop. And here we see that it figured out that my name is Christian, I'm reaching out from Hermes, and then actually give a quite good understanding of both the web shop I'm targeting, how my company is performing and what service I can offer them, and then combining it into an email that I can copy into my email program.
And the better, of course, information that is given to the AI, the better response you can create. And the idea is not always necessarily to use exactly this type of email that's generated, but to give you a quick an idea of what you could potentially write and get some arguments for why this could be an interesting fit for both of your companies. And regardless if you prefer calling them or whether you prefer doing emailing, you can use the same type of argumentation.
Yeah, and it's a very good point because the agent is also created in a way where you can go back all the time, adjust, make it smarter, and provide it with more and more insight. And right now, the agent is only for the people that has admin access in our product. So that usually managers, head of sales, and equal persons that can go in and build this. And they can also do it based on a campaign. So imagine that in this case, we are running a jewelry campaign this month. Then I can put that in, build the template, and give it to my salespeople. Then they know what is the fit here.
Yeah.
And of course, this is just the start. And the plan is that this will evolve and where we can also go in and you can apply it as a filter. So we can say, okay, give me only web shops that has a fit score above 8. So this is a start of combining both the strategies, the ISPs with actually the end users and the Tembi data.
And on the second part, so we're not going to showcase you exactly how the key account management agent works, but it's on the same principle. And since we've already, you can filter and the platform already sees whether it is a client of yours or not, it then changes it from being a prospecting agent to being a key account agent, and then looks into other types of information, which is, for example, if there's been added any new carriers, if there's pricing changes that might affect you, or if there's any delivery methods that have changed, or if you, for example, have gained or lost the first position.
Yeah, it's exactly because many account managers is of course aware of the value of the positions in the checkout. But with the account management agent, you can also start pushing other type of objects, like making sure all your services is visible. So if you both have home delivery and you have parcel loggers, of course the agent will understand if you're not offering both of them in the checkout, then it will go in and tell the account managers this could be an approach for you in the next meeting with this web shop owner.
Perfect. So this is Agent Studio. Our 2 first agents are live and available for all of our clients. If you're interested in hearing more, just reach out to us and much more will come in the future.
Thank you for watching.